Hello and welcome to an introductory session for the Acuity STAR application. My name is Paul Malcolmson and I'll be walking you through some of the basic navigation, how to access the STAR application, and where you can appropriately put some of your activities as you encounter them. So assuming that you have a STAR account, you're able to log onto the system, access it, and put in your activities. If you don't have a STAR account or you can't remember your password, please contact your STAR coordinator. To start with, if you don't know where to find the STAR application, if you access Google, type in STAR UWO, it should be the very first one that comes up. So this is the STAR application. It's at schulich.uwo.ca/STAR. Clicking on that will take you to the STAR portal. And this is where you're able to find a wealth of information about training, some resources, some documentation resources, and the contacts as well too. So if you do not know how to access or how to log on to STAR, you're able to contact your STAR coordinator, and they will be listed under the Contacts tab. And if you just look for your clinical department, you'll see who is your STAR coordinator, and if you're just contact them, send them an email or whatnot, they'll be able to get you an account to access the system. So clicking back on the word STAR portal will take you back to this launch screen. I'm going to go right into the application. So clicking on this image of the application will take you to the login page. I will log on. Once that happens, you're presented with your home page. And the home page shows you information. It has a news window where you're able to see the new things that have happened to the system. In July of 2013, we just released version 5.7. There are some changes there. This is intended as an information panel to give you some information about about what's changed and what's new. Along the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see the main navigation panels. So right now we're in the All Activities view. This is where most activities can be, or all activities can be accessed, and you're able to navigate the system this way. There's a Reports menu where you can generate the CVs that come out of STAR, but for this session we'll focus on the All Activities view and how to navigate. Clicking on something like personal data will open the personal data menu, and these are the 10 or 11 pieces of information that make up the grouping of personal data. For the most part, once your CV has been entered into the system the first time, you probably won't touch most of these sections except maybe leadership evidence, meetings attended, maintenance of certification, and areas of interest. But to show you the kind of things that you can do, clicking on a personal data summary, the very first one, it will repaint the right-hand screen with the information of that particular piece of the particular menu that you've selected. I'm able to scroll across this list and see the information that has been put in. Very quickly, if you want to edit that record, you click on the edit button and a pop-up window will show up. Let me move it to where we can see it. And here is where you're able to make changes to this information. You can upload a photograph of yourself. We recommend using a professional headshot or something similar. That's able to be uploaded, and that will show up on the very first page of the CV. And then you'll notice that it is a top-down data entry screen. We do recommend that when you are in a data entry screen, working from top to bottom, and that is because if there are multiple drop-down menus, the contents of the subsequent drop-down menus are controlled by the first drop-down menu. Not a good example on this screen, but I'll highlight that again later on when we encounter it. The important piece on the personal data summary screen to note is that most of this information is optional. You do not need to record your date of birth, your social insurance number, even your gender. Although if you feel that is necessary, then feel free to put as much information in here as you would like. If you do have a nickname or your former surname has, if your surname has changed, we recommend recording those information, especially if it's something that you might have published under or be recognized under. So if I were to put in a nickname and then my last name used to be Smith, what happens is on the CVs when they're printed, it highlights your name, and if you've published or been recognized under the name of Smith in this example, then it's able to identify that was you, and it will bold it on the CV. You do have the ability to put a bio sketch in this screen. The bio sketch is you're able to do a cut and paste type of idea. So if you have your bio sketch in another document or another website, you're able to put that in there. Just using the cut and paste, and then we do recommend that you indicate which languages that you're fluent in. And the reason to do that is the Common CV system, which is the website where you would apply for funding. It does require you to define your languages that you're capable of speaking or reading or writing. At the bottom of every single update screen of every single data update screen, you'll find a series of 4 buttons: update, save, and sometimes it will say save/clone, reset, and cancel. These are your main decision points when you're finished or you've made a mistake. Update will write your changes to the database and stay on this screen. So you'll get an indication that your record has been updated and you're able to continue your data update. This is basically so that you don't lose the changes that you've put into the system. Save means I'm done, and it will actually close this data screen, doing the same thing, writing the information to the system and closing the pop-up data menu. The reset button means, oops, I made a mistake. I'd like to reload that information from the database and start again. And cancel means just that. I don't need to write anything, or I made a complete mistake, and I'm done. So I know I've already saved my changes here, so I'm going to click cancel, and the screen will redraw it so that you're ready to move on to different editing. Moving on to some of the other menus here, the next 5, they are hospital appointments, contract, university rank history, and Western appointments. The next 4, actually, sorry, they are actually read-only. You do not have the ability to make changes to these, and that is simply because it has to do with your employment at the university, and it's preferred to keep these in a lockdown mode. So if you find that something is incorrect here, your STAR coordinator would be the person that can make those changes. And just contact them, and they'll be able to help you make those changes. You do have the ability to record addresses, and again, you're able to define which show up on the CV, which ones don't show up on the CV, and you're able to make some changes here as well too. You'll notice there are some new buttons here. The last one just said edit. This screen has 2 records described, so what I'm able to do is edit the current record, clone the current record, or delete the current record. And the clone button is something that is very, very useful for entering multiple records of the same type. It basically creates a new record, duplicating the information that's recorded across this row of data, and allows you to make the 1 or 2 or 3 changes and then save that information. So very quickly allows you to create a new record set. As a navigation point, one piece of information, if you're working on a screen and you don't have a lot of information visible, so I have to scroll and I want to have some more information, you're able to grab this gray bar, move it over to the side, and it gives you more information. If there are pieces of information that you never use and you don't want to see them, then you're able to hide information across a data screen using the grid columns. So this grid columns, I'm able to turn things on and off. It does not delete these records from the system, but what it does is just hide them so that you don't need to see them. So if I never, ever, ever want to see postal method or preferred read means to reach, then I turn those off, click the refresh button near the top of the screen, and they have actually been hidden from here. Again, they're not deleted from the system, they're just hidden from your view. So clicking down a few, if we jump down to the maintenance of certification section, this is an area where you're able to put in all of your accredited and non-accredited activities that you plan on claiming with your Royal College or your Family Physician College. They're both set up to model how to put that information in. So there's Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3 of both of the colleges. this ends our session for now. What I'd like to do is continue this. You'll see other bits of videos that will go into diving into the specifics of how to make decisions of this. But hopefully what this has done is given you an introduction view of how to navigate the system, how to move around, how to add basic bits of information. So look for continuing videos to continue this exploration of the STAR application. Thanks and have a great day.